and we were getting close to the playoffs, and like we had like a G that looked so much like our rivals G, and they're black and orange too. So
who was
like,
that?
Gilmer.
Yeah, I thought so.
So I was like, we can't have that. So, I just prayed about it, and I was like, man, I gotta have another logo. Like I don't want to even put that logo out. So I prayed about it, dozed off. I had a pencil in my hand as usual, but when I woke up, this was just like. It felt like it was just glowing in my head. So I had on a pair of sweatpants, and I had a black charcoal pencil, and I drew it upside down on my sweatpants, and then I took a picture of it. And I have another guy that's a graphic artist that works with me, and he was like, man, you know what, I can kind of start working from that. So he started working from a sketch on my pants, and one day we had this logo. We're putting it out ever since. So, I was always the kid in the back of the class drawing on everything. I drew so much on my test that a couple of my teachers started grading the drawings, and one of them even gave me a list of jobs in the art world, things that I could just put my talent to, and time as well. So that's really how I got started on a path of thinking like, man, maybe I could possibly turn this into something. Maybe I could possibly turn this into a job, a career. But, as I grew older, I would always come back to it. And I say a job or career, but this is truly a dream path for me. Like this would be a dream job to get paid for drawing shoes all day. Would be a dream come true. So that's really why I'm going at this so passionately, and I want to shoot a day in the life video, but this is my new daily thing. I'm already acting like I'm in the role. So if I'm going to be doing it every day, I want to kind of get acclimated to doing it every single day, coming up with something original and new every single day, figuring out a new problem in footwear every single day. So that's where I'm at with it. I come from a single parent home, and we couldn't get every single pair of shoes that we wanted. Like, every kid sees something that they want, like as soon as you see it, like I want that, or I want this. And shoes were that thing for me. And since I couldn't get and afford all of the things that I wanted, like shoe-wise, I just started drawing them. So it was my way of kind of having it but not having it, but drawing it enough that maybe it might pop up here and there. And every now and then my mom would just go out and just buy a pair of shoes that she knew that I really wanted. So that's kind of where it came from. I hope to be one of the best designers that I can possibly be. I want to be mentioned with with the Leo Changs and Tinker Hatfields and people like that I want to mirror, you know, and just be better than ultimately, because I don't want to get in anything that I'm not going to compete at, you know. Like, I'm trying to be Kobe at it if I'm going to be in it, yeah, like all the way. Black Mamba, like all the way. I don't want to just be, you know, good. Some people have it that they make it in the league, but it's those few elite players that you never forget that just, you know, they gonna kill it. They gonna be in the Hall of Fame. So.
Oh, I'm to the top with Biggie.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Like once her next album is gonna be called The King and I. So, of course, it's her, and then The King and I. She's saying Biggie as the king of hip hop. So, I put him on the top as like a king would be, and I'm just gonna write The King and I on it as well. So, this is an art piece that I did for a person's home decor, and I just have to go around and clean it up or whatnot. But of course, 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing. This is probably one of my favorite pieces.
Did you like draw that? If you seen something, you drew it, or that's straight like off the top?
Pretty much off the top. If you really look, it almost fits my hands. So I just use my own hands as the I'm my own muse on this one.
I want to go from being an aspiring footwear designer to an inspiring footwear designer. And what I mean by that is just simply that this is my dream. This is my passion. Like, you don't fill up 30 of these and multiple books with just shoes and original designs without it being a true passion for you. So I would say my end goal is to inspire somebody else to truly follow their dreams, whether they want to be a footwear designer like I plan on being, or anything that you can follow it and that it'll pay off in the end, like no matter how long it takes. Because of course I've been doing this since I was 7, but now that I'm in my early 30s, it's still there. So it never left. If it's your passion, it'll never leave. So this is a thing that never left. And I really want to give it the, you know, just the full try and see if it's really for me, which I know it is because I love it. I lose track of time doing it, forget to eat, and this is my passion, so.
Kevin Hart, Ice Cube.
Right?
No.
So outside of designing shoes, I would say my strongest influences are my mom and my brother. I say my mom because there was one time I was drawing X-Men, of all things. I used to love to draw that when I was really young, you know, because I watched it all the time like any kid. But I was having trouble getting a couple of the characters correct. And so she told me that I'm imaginative enough to come up with my own characters. And if they're mine originally, that I can never mess up on them. So I took that just and ran with it. Like, I drew so many characters that were just my own. And that's how I translate that into my artwork now. Everything is original. I don't draw anything that's the same. I don't mimic anybody. If I see anybody's style that I really like, that stands out to me, then I know that it's it's high quality, that it's gonna sell, that it's gonna do well. So I would definitely say my mom influenced me as far as artistically, and just my brother just motivates me to keep going after my dream. Like, no matter what, if we have to move in together to do whatever, just to make sure that I have no other worries except for what I'm working on or towards, then that's what we'll do. So those two people just huge in my life as far as me pressing forward on. I'm trying not to get emotional, man. That's my family. So I know this wouldn't just change my life, it would change theirs greatly. If nothing else, to see somebody go towards their dream with everything and make it. So, and financially as well. So those are my influences.